I'm Ollie Douglas, and I'm the curator of the Museum of English Rural Life, and we're here in the welcome area of the museum. And this is the welcome case behind me. And this contains a mixture of objects from the two big sides of the museum's collections. So we have a whole load of objects associated with heritage crafts and rural trades and industries, but we also have objects associated with agriculture and the history of food and farming. The museum was founded in 1951. So this is a fairly critical time in the development of modern agriculture and farming practice. It's a time at which the Agriculture Act of 1947 has just been passed, and big changes developed during the war but gaining pace after that period are coming in to make a major change to the countryside and the way in which people are living and farming in that space. So the collections that lie in the galleries beyond help chart and tell that story in various ways, and they do so in relation to those changing practices around rural crops and trades, but also changing practices in relation to agriculture. 1951 is also a key date for us for several other reasons, the first of which is represented by this piece of straw craft, a shepherd's crook, made for display at the Festival of Britain, which was a major Reconstruction Britain event, developed post-war as a way of promoting Britain and its industries, including agriculture and the farming economy, to the wider world. We also have connections to the history of the Archers. So the Archers, the first national broadcast episode of this famous farming BBC radio serial, was broadcast on exactly the same day that the first object was accessioned into the museum's collections, the 1st of January 1951. And the interesting thing about the Archers is that it was developed as a way of promoting contemporary and future farming techniques and processes to the farming community. So a way of looking forward, a forward-thinking way of thinking about the countryside. And the museum is in some ways the counterpoint to that, a way of looking to the past and understanding the ways in which we got to that point. So these collections behind me and in the galleries beyond allow us to talk about those histories. But what you won't find in the galleries beyond is a timeline of agricultural and rural life. It's not a chronological sequence of objects that we have on display. So instead, above me in this welcome space, there's a light touch timeline that allows us to pick up on some of the key changes over the last 250 years in rural life in England.